Have you ever wondered how a sniper can precisely take down targets at extremely long range, or how a simple hunter with barely any training can still take down prey well over 200 yards? It all boils down to one thing, and one thing only: a marksman's best friend, the rifle scope. Today, we're going to be talking about the parts and the functions of the rifle scope. This is the Vortex 3x9x40. The first thing we're going to be talking about on this scope is the ocular lens, which is the lens you look through, the lens right here. It allows you to spot your target and see the reticule or crosshair. You place the crosshair on your target and you pull the trigger. Wherever the crosshair meets both lines is where the bullet will go if you have it sighted in properly. The objective lens is on the other side of the scope and is the biggest lens. It allows how much sight you can have in those dim, dark moments of the day when you probably shouldn't be hunting by collecting and pulling in the last strains of daylight. It is housed by the weathered bell, or the objective bell. Moving back to the other side of the scope, we have the eye relief or eyepiece. The eyepiece houses the ocular lens. It allows you to adjust it to fit your comfort so that you can really get that distance from your face that you prefer. Moving down the scope back towards the objective lens, we have the power ring. The power ring is how you magnify the scope. You zoom in all the way by turning this knob all the way to 9, which is the maximum you can go on this scope. And you zoom back out by turning it back to 3. This is how you will zoom in on whatever target or prey you are stalking. In the middle of the scope, we have the scope tube. The scope tube holds the mounting rings, or the scope rings. This is how you will mount it to the barrel of your gun, so they're pretty important. In the dead center of the scope tube, we have the turrets, and the turrets are how you sight it in. They're pretty important as well. The turret on top is the elevation turret. It is how you tweak it to the vertical axis. And the turret on the side is the windage turret, and that's how you tweak it to the horizontal axis. Now, next time you're at the range or you're just hanging out with some friends, and say you're shooting targets, not only can you impress your friends with the information I've given you, but if anything was to ever go wrong with your scope, you'll know what parts you need to replace, fix, and maybe you'll even be able to work on it yourself. Thank you.